Coming up next on WSSC Sports, the women's ministry at St. Stephen Church, March Madness, $400,000, and Paula McCraney. It's madness! Good morning, St. Stephen. Bill Stokes, WSSC Sports. St. Stephen Church, Women's Day, March Madness, $400,000, building for a generation. General Manager Paula McCraney of the Women of St. Stephen Church, tell me, what have you been doing?
Well, first of all, I'm trying to get over the fact that my team didn't make it to the Super Bowl. But that's okay though, Bill, because I walked in church today and I was able to pick up an NCAA bracket and it says Women's Day Pledge bracket.
Now, I saw those brackets this morning, Paula, and I do also know that you've got an extensive March schedule for the women here at St. Stephen Church. Let's talk about that a little bit.
That's why it's called March Madness. We have something going on every weekend in the month of March. First of all, on March the 5th, over at the Indiana campus, there's going to be a play.
All right.
Then the next week, on Friday night, March the 12th, we're having Mary Wilson at St. Stephen.
The Mary Wilson?
The Mary Wilson. But it doesn't stop there, because on Saturday morning, we have a comedy relief routine, and we have some of the best comedians coming, including Spike Davis.
And what about me?
Well, not quite, but we do have Lisa Thurman of the Temple Choir coming as well.
So my invitation must be in the mail.
Yeah, it's in the mail.
Let's talk about those brackets for a moment. Now, explain to me just what happens with the brackets.
Well, there's 128 teams, and those teams are called captains, and they all have their names. These women are mobilizing all the women in St. Stephen to raise $400,000 for the March Madness Women's Day Pledge.
Okay, now, do I win anything? How does that work?
Well, it works just like any other NCAA bracket. You're going to advance your teams. You're going to go through the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, Final 4, and then the championship. And you're absolutely correct. If your team wins, you get team trophies and a lot of prizes.
That's madness out there. Now, let me ask you this. Can men be involved?
Absolutely. We want everybody involved. We want everybody involved in this. It's March Madness, so everybody wants to be involved and they want to contribute, because really, if we raise $400,000 for the St. Stephen Church and during the month of March, it's madness.
It's madness. So let's recap what we're talking about for the month of March. We've got a playoff on the Southern Indiana campus. We've got Mary Wilson coming. We've got a comedy relief show without me, but it's got Spike Davis and Lisa Thurman. $400,000 being raised. Women of St. Stephen Church, we look forward to seeing you during Women's Day 2010.